Hello and welcome to your Newsmax Now update. I'm John Bachman. In Geneva, talks to place Syria's chemical weapons under international control continue today after somewhat of a rocky start. They opened with some tough words and a pledge from Syria that was rejected by the U.S. Both John Kerry, Secretary of State, and Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said they hope to work out a deal to avoid military action. But Kerry made it clear that he wants immediate action on Syria's part and that he will not allow these talks to be used solely as a stalling tactic.
It has to be real. It has to be comprehensive. It has to be verifiable. It has to be credible. It has to be timely and implemented in a timely fashion.
Meanwhile, Bashar Assad told Russian TV that the U.S. must stop threatening Syria with military action. John Kerry says military force might still be necessary if diplomacy fails. And this video here was obtained from a social media site today. It purports to show rebel fighters in Syria repelling advancing government forces near Damascus. This proves that while these peace talks continue in Geneva, the death toll and fighting continues to escalate in Syria. And in Afghanistan, Taliban militants tried to bomb a U.S. consulate. The attack triggered a firefight with Afghan troops and U.S. troops as well. The Sunrise attack left at least 2 Afghans dead and more than a dozen wounded. No U.S. forces were hurt. Taliban insurgents drove a truck to the gate of the consulate and began attacking the guards. The U.S. State Department says that truck later exploded, blowing the gate apart. This Afghan army commander says he's not sure how many insurgents were involved in the attack, but U.S. Special Forces were able to secure the compound before any enemy combatants reached the interior. Another truck bomb in eastern Afghanistan injured at least 7 people today. And a landmark on the New Jersey shore is now in ruins. This is what a portion of the Funtown Pier and Boardwalk in Seaside Park looks like now. It was destroyed by a fire that started in an ice cream shop on Thursday. The flames quickly spread to about 24 other buildings thanks to strong winds. Arson investigators have been looking into a cause, but earlier today, Governor Chris Christie urged caution about jumping to conclusions.
I know there are a lot of questions about how this fire started. We don't know yet, and it would be irresponsible for any of us to speculate.
Seaside Park officials, are already looking to move past this latest disaster. They've started laying out a budget and making plans to rebuild the boardwalk. And Twitter says it's getting ready to go public. The microblogging site filed confidential papers with the federal government ahead of a planned IPO. The announcement, of course, came on a tweet Thursday. Twitter has been valued by private investors at more than $10 billion. And when we come back, that deadly flooding continues in Colorado. See the daring rescues needed and when people might actually get some relief from all this rain out there. Plus a Newsmax exclusive with the U.S. still leaving the military option on the table. We talk with Senator Rand Paul about why the Obama administration should focus solely on the diplomatic solution. Next.
We're in the midst of an obesity epidemic, and I'm not surprised. The statistics on obesity mirror an increasing trend of eating out or ordering in. In fact, some people dine out every night, but eating in restaurants is one of the biggest enemies of your heart. When you're in a restaurant, you don't really know what you're getting, and the calorie counts of many restaurant dishes are astronomical. In fact, some single dishes contain more calories than we should eat in an entire day. Eating in fast food restaurants is even worse. A diet of hamburgers, French fries, and shakes constitutes a fast lane to the emergency room. If you really want to help your heart, get in the habit of cooking simple meals at home. Here are 3 easy tips that will make your food taste better than even the best restaurant. Choose the best fruit in season. Your local farmer's market is a great place to start. It will probably still cost less than that pie you were thinking of buying. Get in the habit of using fresh herbs. You can use them in egg white omelets or dust them on the fish you grill or bake. And for a light dessert, choose a square or 2 of dark chocolate that you and your spouse can enjoy. There are lots of ways to make your heart healthy, but there are also lots of ways to damage it. That's why I wrote Fix It, Dr. Crandall's 90-day program. In it, I'll tell you how to kickstart your metabolism every day, how to pick the best diet for you, how to stop hunger from sabotaging your diet, the 7 superfoods for your heart. I'm Dr. Chauncey Crandall, and thanks for watching this Heart Health Minute.
And welcome back. Severe flooding has now killed at least 3 people in Colorado. As much as 8 inches of rain fell Thursday in areas around Denver. Rivers and streams are overflowing. Mudslides are happening as well, washing out roads. Rescue crews had to use a boat to save a driver whose car flipped over after a culvert gave out. The governor has declared a disaster, and President Obama has authorized FEMA to provide assistance. And a military strike is still an option in Syria, says the White House. Secretary of State John Kerry made that clear as well. But if these talks do fail, what would a military strike mean for Syria's chemical weapons? We asked that question to Senator Rand Paul in this Newsmax exclusive.
I think if we destabilize Assad through a bombing campaign, that the chemical weapons could, in all likelihood, get under the control of al-Qaeda, al-Nusra, or extreme elements.
And thanks for watching this Newsmax Now update. I'm John Bachman. Remember, for more of your exclusive interviews and content, stay with Newsmax.com. Take care.